Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falco Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a brave noob world. Top right, we've got Rocket, and in the bottom left, we have GanjDaScrub. We're gonna call you Scrub Man. Alright, so it's gonna be a TVZ here on Beckett Industries for the Brave Noob World cast of the week. This is just my examination of Bronze and Silver League gaming replays that are sent to Snipermonkey at the email address in the description. We're going to laugh, we're going to learn, and have a good time. All right, so a TVZ here. 16, 18, 17 is the standard in TVZ. But you can go pool first, you can go proxy hatch, you can go extractor pool into expansion, but no, a 15 hatch here from Mr. Scrub. And Rocket is going gas first and not walling off. So, if this was a pool first play, I kind of feel like he'd be in a lot of trouble. It's laggy. Hello? Maybe the game's lagging. The good thing about replay casting is we don't have to deal with that. That's the nice thing, right? So anyway, if you want me to cast your Bronze or Silver League level replay, please send it to Snipermonkey. He got 2 over the last 2 weeks. We're really trying to keep those submissions up here so that there are good ones to choose from. And again, if it's just something where you feel like you need a little bit of coaching, maybe something crazy happens that you don't see in the regular TVZs that I cast with professional players, then that's awesome, okay? That's what we're looking for, basically. And yes, it is the traditional Planetary Force upgrade in your main base play here from our Trash Panda Rocket, and that does actually do a pretty good job dealing with anything but the earliest of pool rushes, right? If you go pool first, you can get the lings across and do a lot of damage before you can actually get the upgrade to the planetary. But if you go for a hatch first and then get your pool down and then try to hit with lings, it's just not going to work out. So that's what Rocket is baiting. Well, he's planning on it, right? He's not baiting any attacks. He's just planning on the fact that the Zerg player is going for the more standard 16, 18, 17. He's not going to be punished for going for the, you know, the very defensive, but not maybe defensive enough against early aggression style opening, right? He's not even upgrading this to a planetary yet. Does he have vision? Like, does he know? Nah, man. He's just blind up here. This is the best. This is what I really enjoy about Brave New World, is just the level of, oh my gosh, double NG Bay? So we're going, okay, so we're like going 1-1 Marines with, there it is. There's the upgrade coming in. With the Brood War skin here. All right. So here's the plan, Mr. Scrub. What you need to do is scout this out. I mean, you got an Overlord up here, and you're going to recognize, actually, you can't quite see there's not a base here. So there we go. Poking in. He's going to see there's not a second base. So at this stage, you're on 2 bases. I would get up to about, I don't know, 19, 20 workers or so, and then start making things like Zerglings with speed, and maybe even throwing down a Roach Warren, just to be careful of whatever this one base play is coming from Rocket. That said, it's the lower levels, so maybe this is something where the player opens 1 base and then actually he doesn't attack. He doesn't attack at all, right? In which case, you maybe just hurt your economy for no reason. It is hard. It is hard to know what's going on in the lower leagues and predict timing attacks and whatnot. But yeah, going for 1-1, going for a concussive shell upgrade, so like a Marauder style play here, which again, Speedlings would crush. You're not going to kill this orbital with Speedlings, though, so defending with Speedlings, yes. Denying the attempt to expand out here, yes. But, you know, Mr. Scrub here, he's got a Roach Horn coming in. He's doing pretty well with the drones. He's got 30 of them, which is great. And, you know, he's fine. He doesn't actually need to be doing anything other than droning up at this stage, honestly. He's sitting on about 600 minerals, which just tells me, again, this is a lower league game for sure. But this one Marauder is not going to be able to do anything to try to kill the poor Zerg player here, right? Evolution Chamber, and a Roach Warren. He's not making any roaches. He's still just continuing to drone up here. You're going to want, yeah, at least the 2 gas if you're planning on making roaches. I like to get a 3rd and then eventually a 4th on 2 base if you're going like a 2 base Roach Ravager thing, because Ravagers are a lot of gas. That's gas if you're trying to go for roaches, and then more gas to upgrade to Ravager. So you got to keep that in mind. There is a Reaper on the way, though. A little bit late on the Reaper, but we're going to give him a name nevertheless. Let's do that. Let's give the Reaper a name. His name is... Camera centers, epic. Many will vie for the title, but few will prove themselves worthy. This Reaper was one of the lucky few. Let's hope that Rocket here is up to the task of keeping him alive. Good Reaper name. All right, so checking for, I don't know, proxy hatches, I guess. Maybe looking for handfuls of lings out on the map that he can kill, but he's super late with it. And lings don't have speed, though. But I guess you don't get speed for your lings if you're going for damn roaches, right? So, hey, I think maybe everything's just fine here. Oh, hang on. Going for stim. Stim upgrade coming in now off that tech lab. Excellent stuff. High-sec auto-tracking. What? Something finished. Combat shield might have finished, and then we started stim instantly. He had that queued up most likely. So right now, it is going to be 2 Marauders and a Marine versus 4 Roaches. So, third base on the way from StarCraft here, finally expanding. This is where the Zerg player needs to be like, okay, let's go see if we can kill that. Like, I understand you're used to defending as a Zerg player. You're going to get harassed. But if your opponent's going for a later base here, pop. He's going to try to pop the Overlord by putting missile turrets underneath it. He's giving him warning, too. Oh, this is funny. It gives him an advanced warning that he's going to kill this Overlord. That's absolutely hilarious. Going for building armor. Third base from GanjDaScrub, and there it is. And popped. Corpse falling to the ground, cleaning itself up, because self-cleaning corpses are a thing that we have in the future. It's actually very nice. It's a nice feature. It is. I love the missile turret skin here, too. It's the Borderlands skin, which is a lot of what we're running with here from Rocket. Just makes it feel like it's cel-shaded and just visually one of the more interesting styles of skins in StarCraft. I like it quite a bit. So second base is here for Rocket. Third base rolling for Scrub. He's got 3 drones working at it already, and they're coming in from the south. So, yeah, this is definitely the low-level stuff here. We've got 7 roaches at 6.5 minutes, 1,900 minerals in the bank, and 1,300 gas. So what you need to be doing here, Mr. GanjDaScrub, if you're watching this, is you have 15 larvae, and you have enough supply to make a ton of roaches. So make a ton of roaches. Just make all the roaches you can right now. Select your hatch, do select larva, and do a hard R. Hold down the R button. Just make 1,000,000 roaches, and then come up here in A move, and you kill this base. I mean, do you have enough roaches to kill this planetary? Maybe not. But killing the second base is going to cripple Rocket's economy for sure. You're going to kill a lot of supply depots and supply block him too. There's nothing he can do to stop it. But instead, Mr. GanjDaScrub here is literally descrubbing and just literally is not building anything. He's making more drones, which is great, but my gosh, 7.5 minutes floating 3,000 minerals and 1,800 gas is a ton. He's not supply blocked either. What I'm used to seeing here is situations where it's like the Zerg player's like, yes, I have a ton of money. I can't make anything else because I'm supply blocked. Let me make some overlords after I realize that I'm supply blocked. But that's not what this is, man. I mean, this is just... It's amazing is what it is. That he's got the available larvae, he's got the available supply and overlords, and he's got the money for it, and he's just choosing not to make anything else. He's got a handful of roaches, and he's happy. He's happy with it. His army value is 22 to 10. Okay, there's a bunker up now, which has the extra slot, because we went for building armor, which comes with the extra slot in bunkers. I forget what the name of the upgrade is now, but those used to be 2 separate upgrades, and then they combined them for maximum efficiency's sake. Hydralisk Den coming in, 4,000 minerals and 2,000 gas. Got an infestation pit on the way. So, I mean, I like everything that Scrub is doing here except not spending his money. Right? I like that he's teching up. I like that he's droning hard. I like that he has 53 workers here. That's really good for a lower level game. But again, what you need to do is have a good economy plus have enough army so you don't die when the enemy comes and tries to kill you. That said, I mean, Rocket is turtle terraning really hard right now, right? He's got turrets up in case mutas show up. There's not even a spire out. In case maybe some lurkers try to come in, he'll have detection for those, which is good. But do you expect that it's at this level of StarCraft? Maybe you do. He is so happy with his 7 roaches, man. He's moving them around. He's like, yeah, that's right. I got 7 roaches. No one can kill me. You know, 9 minutes and 7 roaches is definitely enough to survive any kind of a timing attack from the enemy. Our Reaper down here, Epic, is hanging out, trying to see if there's a base down here, but there isn't. And look, the 7 roaches, are they enough, actually, against these Marauders? Marauders doing that extra damage, and you know what? Sometimes, even if you do extra damage against what you're attacking, if you don't have enough to survive, the numbers they've brought to the party, you're in a lot of trouble. Run, Overlord! No, Overlord died. Avenge him. That's right. Kill him with your acids. So, hey, He only lost 1 roach there. That's actually kind of awesome. Oh, he's making 26 hydralisks. Wow, okay. So he's at 26 hydras. He can certainly kill this with 26 hydralisks. There is a widow mine up, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not going to be able to, like, stop the attack or anything. If these were maybe 10 widow mines, sure. Whatever that was that died over here. Was he trying to build? Oh, a Hellion. A Hellion was running around. Fourth base coming up here from Mr. GanjDaScrub. And overall, this really should just be a Zerg win. It's 74 to 12 army supply. See, here's the thing. Scrub is totally used to Terran players who come and try to attack him, right? That's why he's spread his creep. That's why he's holding back. He's like, at any second, an army's going to come. And I've been told, attack Terran army when they're on creep. Don't try to attack into an entrenched Terran position where they have tanks and they have Marines and Marauders and probably a planetary supporting them. And he's right. He's generally right to think that, but what he also needs to recognize is that's not always the case, right? StarCraft is not a game where you just do the same thing every time. If you recognize you have a massive army advantage in a situation like this, sometimes you just need to go. And I understand the sitting back and waiting while droning up and getting a huge economy from it. I do. I totally understand it. Oh, this Cyclone, though. I mean, this Cyclone, though. Okay, and this Marauder, though. Okay. And the good news... Oh, maybe this will encourage Mr. GanjDaScrub to move out. Come on, Mr. GanjDaScrub. Move on out. You can do it. Is he? Oh, okay. This is good enough, man. This is good enough for now. Killing this third base and keeping Rocket on 2 bases while you're on 4 is definitely enough. It's 80 workers to 28. Holy smokes. 120 army supply. There is a tank here, but okay, Widow Mine's getting some hits off here too. That tank is dead. The bunker is a bit of a problem here. He's going to kind of walk up, then he's going to eat the bunker for dinner. A lot of these hiders are glitching out, man, but there you go. Now they're attacking, and this is where Rocket is just in a lot of trouble. I mean, Rocket is, yep. That's toast. Though the armory upgrades are both canceled there. I think he was probably getting tank upgrades. He's got all these double supply depots here too that are gonna die and lose double the supply normally killing a supply depot is. There's a single Thor out, and it definitely looks like the Scrub was just encouraged to move out by the fact there was a Cyclone that came and tried to kill him. And he's like, well, if that's all this dude has. Oh, that poor Thor. Like, yeah, against Hydras, no. That's not going to work for you, but against anything, no. When you're outnumbered 30 to 1, you're generally going to die. Unless you're like a flying unit, and the thing you're killing you can't shoot up. That would be an exception. Like I said, a lot of things have exceptions. So the SCVs are coming on down. I don't know what Rocket's plan was here exactly. He's got another orbital command here. He's building another command center. I feel like if he had orbitaled up his natural base, it would have been a different fight anyway, but... yeah, as it stands, just this is, from the Terran perspective, right? This is the danger in not really harassing a Zerg player for the first, 5, 6, 7 minutes of the game. They're going to get up to 1 million workers, then they're going to make 1 million things, and then they're going to come kill you. If you harass them, they have to deal with that. It slows down their ability to make more stuff, and good game. GanjDaScrub is the winner. He may be a little bit over-leveled, but I mean, look, he took forever. He absolutely took forever to get this attack up and running. It was just a matter of when he showed up, he did a lot of damage. And again, 79 workers, still floating 7,000 gas and 2,200, or 7,000 minerals and 2,200 gas here. He just roach hidered his way to victory. There really wasn't much of anything Rocket could do other than have more stuff, right? Sometimes StarCraft just comes down to who has the more stuff. And in this case, it was more Roach Hydra. If there were more tanks and more Marines and more Marauders, this would not do as well. It just kind of walked up. I mean, those Hydras glitched out, and it was pretty still an easy walk in the park up to this location. So, yeah, eventually he figured out how to make stuff, and he did. He had 7 Roaches forever. And that was it. So, end of the day there, resources lost is a full 10,000 for Rocket and 2,000 for Mr. GanjDaScrub. Brutal. Brutal if I've ever saw it there. 6 Roaches died. So all but one of the Roaches died and 12 Hydras went down, and that's it. No buildings, 2 overlords got killed, but that was as an effective kind of, this is an object lesson to all Terrans and Protoss, and I guess Zerg, to never let your opponent just get up to 4 bases and 60 workers without really making them stop. Slowing them down, at least, yeah? Yeah. Alright, so that is going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And a brave new world. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.